The Tusk Resort in Mmabatho was the base for the O'Hagan's Kopanong Hotel 500, round 5 of the Bankton Off-Road Championship. Organised by the Mafeking Motor Club, the event was for motor vehicles only, with 37 special vehicles and 37 production vehicles scheduled to come under starters production, and 4 special vehicles filled the top 10 starting positions for the O'Hagan's Kopanong Hotel 500, with the Nissan hardbodies occupying the top 2 positions. The start of the O'Hagan's Kopanong Hotel 500, round 4 of the Bankton Off-Road Championship, was bathed in the early morning sun as crews prepared for a grueling, dusty, high-speed 254-kilometre trek across the northwest province terrain. The organisers elected to start the bulk of the vehicles 10 seconds apart for safety reasons. This is what the class leaders had to say.
This is going to be a very dusty event, so we definitely tried to start in the front, and it worked, and we're very happy. And I mean, it's a long race today, and we're going to try and stay in the front. I think that's going to be the best, but I don't think we'll be able to keep up with the pace of yesterday.
We had a good run yesterday, nice clean run. We're hoping just to go slowly in the dust to start off with, and then slowly keep with the pace and try and catch up a little bit on the S classes and watch for the guys from behind.
Ons gaan 'n bietjie afsak agtertoe en dan sal ons maar sien wat gebeur. Dis gelukkig waai die wind, so die stof gaan ons nie baie plan. Dis my beste poging tot dusver. Ek het gedink sou met 1000 onder die 10 kom, nou is ek onder die 10, so ek dink van nou kan dit net beter gaan.
Our Class B is becoming quite a force to be reckoned with. There's a lot of us have taken the older Class A cars and converted them to Class B. We do have a bit of a weight restriction because the cars are quite heavy, but the modern 2-litre engine, we've got them going properly, and it's going to be good fun. We've got three cars in the first in about 5 seconds, so it's going to be fast.
Our biggest main concern is Hugo de Bruin in the E7 and the Toyota Hilux 2.7 and Jean-Pierre in the Kia. We don't see the Nissans as a direct threat, but they're there. We're not going to write them off.
With minutes to go before the 8 o'clock start, things appeared to be relatively calm. But as has been the case on past events, all hell was about to break loose. First off the line were Hannes Krobler and Richard Lee, who had no dust with which to contend. De Villiers and Jordan were next up and ready to chase their teammates down. The Duplessis brothers have led many races in the past, but victory has been elusive. The rest of the field followed at 10-second intervals, and crews would have to contend with choking dust and poor visibility as they worked their way up the leaderboard. Shot provides a bird's-eye view of the action and the dusty conditions that confronted the teams. Minutes into the race, Krobler and Lee had matters firmly under control, but would later retire with a broken front suspension. De Villiers and Jordan maintained a steady pace and had the advantage of a 40-second dust gap, which made the going somewhat easier. The Duplessis brothers had a dust gap of over 1 minute on De Villiers, but not so the rest of the field, who started at 10-second intervals. The Woolridge Skolthammer V8-powered Ford sounded strong. On board with Makakenene and Sally and the Sam Racing Jimco. Just look at the way the suspension absorbs the rough terrain. On board with R.P. Reyneke and Robin Houghton in the Castrol Toyota Land Cruiser as they headed for the railway crossing. Voss and Griffiths held down second place in Class D in the Nissan hardbody, while Gary and Bodo Berthold were third overall in the special vehicle category. They were being chased hard by the Nobles. The Roger Taylor-developed Toyota with son Anthony at the wheel was well placed, but would later retire with suspension problems. Just over an hour into the race, there were new leaders, De Villiers and Jordan in the Nissan Hardbody, who were closely followed by Woolridge and Skoldhammer in the Ford. The Duplessis brothers had dropped a place, but still led the special vehicle category overall from Mmabatho and Sally, who had upped their pace. Reyneke and Houghton were third in the production vehicle category, but would later be forced to retire when a HUD broke. Haasbroek and Bosch clung to the Class D lead and had Foss and Griffiths right in their dust. This was developing into a nail-biting battle. Nissan Sugarbelt 400 winners, John Ware-Smith and Tony George, had moved into the top 10 in the O'Hagan's Kopanong Hotel Gymco, but they too would be forced into retirement. Gray and Scott were the Class B leaders in the Powerflow Race Co, while Carolyn and Minute had matters under control in Class S. Schroeder and Peckham continued along their merry way and seemed under no pressure from the rest of the Class E field. Disaster for brothers Schumi and Clinton van Vieren. A broken trailing arm on the Castrol Toyota Land Cruiser spelled the end of their race. 2.5 hours into the race and De Villiers and Jordan were still in control of the race. Mmabatho and Sally had overtaken the Duplessis brothers and now led the special vehicle category. Haasbroek and Bosch still held a tenuous lead over Foss and Griffiths in the battle for Class D honours. Carolyn and Minute led Class S in the O'Hagan's Kopanong Hotel Race Co, but were coming under pressure from Frikkie Botha in the WPP. Henry Kirstein and Rainier were the new leaders in Class B, but the Sakharov Signmaster was sounding decidedly sick. KwaZulu-Natal cane farmers Schroeder and Peckham still led Class E in the diesel-powered Ford Racing Ranger. Piazza, Musso and Abraham started last after early morning carburetor problems. Running without brakes for the entire first loop also did not help matters. The designated service point was a hive of activity.